Hey everybody, this is Mantis Shrimpa, and that's my snowflake eel right there. His name is Dragonis, and he wanted to come out to say hi to everybody, so there he is in the flesh, slimy as ever. I think I figured out why people think that snakes were slimy, because somebody probably saw a sea snake, or they thought it was, and it was an eel, and they felt it, because eels are really actually very, very slimy. If you ever have an eel out of water crawling across your desk, like what happened to me when I was acclimating him for this tank, then you'll notice a big slime trail they leave behind, just like a friggin' snail. It's disgusting. So, but yeah, and I'm sure people after that, you know, felt eels, thought they were snakes, and said snakes are slimy, because real snakes really aren't slimy. They just feel really smooth sometimes. Anyways, his name is Dragonis. He's a snowflake eel. This guy's about, what is he, about 13 inches probably? 13 or 14 inches. He's pretty long. He's not very girthy yet. His whole face, the roundness of it is about as thick as my thumb. If you were to turn my thumb sideways. That's basically how thick his whole face and head is. And yeah, he's pretty cool looking. I have another eel called a chain eel in there somewhere. I reorganized my tank because my shark was not giving me any love. No, he wouldn't let me touch him or pet him or anything because I guess he was whining because his tank is all messed up. And he wanted a place where he can just sit there in like a hole that he could put his head in when I got the lights on. So I reorganized my whole entire tank. And yeah, I'm telling you, man, I had that thing and he was going in there, but he wasn't happy in that thing. So I took out all the ugly stuff too, so that my frogfish would change colors, like to a neon type of color, because I had a bunch of other stuff in there that wasn't really bright, and I noticed he was still staying the same dull orange color that he normally was, so I was kind of mad about that, because I heard they changed colors. But anyways, back to my shark. I reorganized the tank so that he would have a place to put his head when the lights were on. And oh yeah, so there he is. He's underneath that pipe, but I put that pipe in there so that he could swim through it. He actually swims inside that pipe and stays in there sometimes when the lights are on, so that he can hide his face. Unless the decorator crab is in there, then he actually doesn't stay in there because, I don't know, just like humans, I guess spiders kind of creep people out. Anyways, there's my frogfish back there. Oh, there's my chain eel. There's my chain moray. That was a really expensive moray eel. It was $40. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, he was the same price as that peacock mantis shrimp was right there. Which, by the way, there's where all the decorations went that were not as colorful. I put him in this tank, like that green thing. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, that green thing was colorful. Well, I'm not so certain, so I just moved to the side. Because, like I said, I want the frogfish to change bright colors. I mean, if you look at this tank and you look at that one, there's an obvious difference as to which one's brighter. At least to me, anyway. And I don't know, but I've been told I had bad eyes before, so whatever. Anyways, they have some flame scallops in there. They're pretty cool. Electric flame scallops, I believe, is the name for them. I could be wrong. They could just be regular flame scallops. I got 4 of them in there. 2 of them are lodged together. One of them's behind here in the back, next to James Brown, my frogfish. Behind the chain eel. Behind the spider. Behind all 3 of those, all 4 of those creatures, whatever. And I also have a brackish eel in there, but I fed him today, so he's not going to come out for the rest of the day. I guess my salinity may be too high for him, but anyways, he doesn't feel like being very active sometimes. Anyways, there's Mr. Sir Sharks-a-lot. So I'm going to call him Sharky Shark. And his funky eel bunch. But, oh yeah, I got 2 damselfish in there also. So I got decorator crab, 2 damselfish, a bunch of hermit crabs and snails all over the place. What did I say? Decorator crab, 2 damselfish, a shark, and 3 eels. And a frogfish. And some flame scallops. So I got a frogfish, 3 eels, a shark, a decorator crab, and 2 damselfish. That's what I got going on in there. And every single one of them is pretty cool. That's my 36-gallon bow front tank. You probably can't even see it very well because the light's on, huh? You turn off that stupid light. So yeah, and there's, yeah, you can probably see the shark a lot better now, hiding in there. I don't know. It's daytime, so you probably can't see nothing. I know you guys are thinking, why does that dude have green curtains? Well, I have a black light, and at nighttime when I turn it on, the green curtains glow like this whitish green color, and it's really cool. So I kept them. Put them up, and they look really neat. Yeah. Here's where all the magic happens. I got a stupid poster back there. I'm hoping to get a better background. I don't want to spray paint the back of this tank because I just think that looks tacky. You know what I mean? Black spray paint on the back. I'd like to put up some paper back there, but also I have a filter and it's jammed against the wall, and I don't think the paper's going to fit. And then water could splash back there somehow. I don't know how. But anything could happen in this crazy tank. And, yeah, I could get all along the back there. But anyways, it's my 36-gallon bow front tank. It weighs like 360 pounds. So it's just 10 times every gallon that you got in there. 36, 360. Yeah, but it's really pretty, and like I said, I decorated it so that the frogfish would change colors, and I put the pipe in there so that the shark, I originally put it in there for the eels and was thinking, you know, maybe the shark would like to go in there too, because I saw him in there a couple times, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll put it in there. So I put it in there for the shark, because the eels already had enough places to hide anyway. It's just like, you know what, whatever. But then I thought, you know what, the shark really doesn't like it when the lights are on. He's pretty nocturnal, and I have the lights on quite a bit. The scallops hate the lights. Everything in here hates the lights. But, I don't know. I think it looks pretty when it's on, so I'm going to turn off the lights. We're going to go switch tanks now. This is just my computer and phone. This is my mantis shrimp tank right here. It's a 10-gallon saltwater tank by my bed. And I got a peacock mantis shrimp, as you could clearly see, also known as the harlequin or clown mantis, because he has sort of a harlequin design on the front of him, or kind of a clown design, whatever. I got another one back here, and alright, for all those people out there that really love mantis shrimp and think that I'm a cruel a-hole, you know, that's cool, but at least hear me out before you judge me, please. Alright, and this was totally an accident, by the way. I didn't mean to do this, but it just turned out to fit. I put this thing in here, right? It's really small. It's in a tiny little decoration, right? I mean, it's just a little itty-bitty thing that goes in the corner with all the plants on it, the fake plants on it. I put it next to the fake piece of, or the real piece of coral. Anyways, I put that in there. I was expecting it to just spruce up the tank a little, to make the tank look a little cleaner, a little nicer. You know, my hermit crab would like it. Anyways, the first thing that happened when I put it in there is my Gonadectalaceous Turnitinsis, my little man shrimp. He was like, "Oh, you know what? Actually, this thing has 2 exits on it. See his head, see his eyes poking out the side right there? Or 3 exits. Yeah," he was like, "I need multiple exits just in case the big one tries to get into my home." And it's got kind of this protective thing in the middle, you know, this little, you know, this kind of, it's like a smoke screen kind of, so the other one can't see, you know, in there as well. He's going to look in there, but he's not going to be able to just run there and aimlessly attack, you know. So he was like, you know what, I think that's the perfect place for me to set up my home, right? So he just ran in there. And I was like, should I put something on the top? So I put something over the top of it, and he came out. And then I took the thing off the top, then he went back in there. So I was like, oh, you know what, maybe I guess he really likes this little hermit crab, by the way. It's really cute, huh? Yeah, so I was like, I guess he really likes it. So I know it's incredibly tiny, and it looks really it's kind of barbaric to not have a big old huge home on one side and a big old huge home on the other side. But the reason also why, the reason why these guys fought in the first place, because there was two things that had to happen for the peacock mantis shrimp to want to attack the little one. You know, I'm just going to make this a separate video. This is going too long. Hold on.